Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 10. In today's episode we are going to go ahead and make this fissile fuel processing area. So let's crack into it. We are going to start off with the classic, which is the electrolytic separator. So I've actually got that already done. Electrolytic separator. I'm going to make two. I don't think we need two, but I'm going to make two. Just because. There we go. So I'm going to put one, I'm going to put one here. To be fair, I don't really need it to be close to the wireless. Why have I got an interface right there? Not sure. Oh, poo, that was the one that had light in it. Okay, glowstone. There we go. Fine, we are just going to leave that. Let's just do it here. I'm going to start on this side, and then we'll go up, and then we'll come back down the other side. Make sense? So if we do something like that, and then a sink. How have I not got a sink? I swear I had like a bunch of them. Okay, here we go. So these are both set up now. I need gates, I guess. Let's make another 20 gates. Why not? So we've got two right now, so I can stick these two on. I also need some upgrades. So that's, I don't know, let's make 200 of each. And 100 of the mufflers. No, not 100. Sorry, I forgot. They've changed it now, so we only need like 20. Beautiful. So, yeah, they did change this. It used to be that you needed like 4 of the muffler upgrades. Muffling upgrades, I should say. But in this case, we don't need 4. We need 1 because they've changed it, which is very nice. Anyway, speed upgrades 1 and 2. Obviously, we want the energy upgrades as well. And I might as well put the muffling upgrades on whilst we wait for the energy upgrades to come through. I am going to stick a quantum entangler porter here and a quantum entangler porter here. This one is going to be called... Wait, I always forget which side this comes out. I think oxygen comes out this side. Oxygen goes out the right side. Wait, which side is right? Is it my right or the machine's right? So I think it's the machine's right. Or my right? No, my right. Me confused. Okay, let's do oxygen on this side and see what happens. Oxygen. And it doesn't matter. I think it's okay if it's on this one like this. Anyway, set this to input. And that just input all of the oxygen. Perfect. So that is exactly what we wanted right there. And then this one could be hydrogen. Just like that. And then we could say input is that side. Why are you not outputting? Output to the left. Did I do that wrong? I bet this is facing the different... No, it should be right. Idiot! That's the one I meant. Flipping items on that side. Always trips me up. Right, oops, I forgot. We also need to put some of the energy upgrades in as well. Lovely, so that is... Oh, I'll tell you what. No, we'll leave them. Leave them for now. I was going to take all of the upgrades and put them in my inventory, and then we can use them. Nah, it's fine. We do need some tubes. These things, pressurized tubes. So that's going to come out the side there. That's going to come out the side there. And that's going to feed into the same... Oh, almost did it again there. There you go. So basically both of these are pumping out hydrogen and oxygen, I think. Seems to be going up. Are you actually good? Yeah, that one seems to be going stable at least. Nice. Okay, cool. So if we want to get any oxygen or hydrogen, we can do that now because we've got quantum entangler porters. And we can literally stick one of these down and say, I need oxygen right here. So you click on that, set it, and then you can output the oxygen. Really useful. Right, what's the next one on the list? Because we've done the hydrogen and the oxygen and the quantum entangler porter. So we need sulfur dust to go into, I think it's the chemical oxidizer. Oh yeah, I forgot about lithium combs. Oh, and wasted radioactive bees. I don't know if we're going to do wasted radioactive bees. I'm just putting it out there. They're a real pain to make now. First off, they're a pain to make, and you can't breed them together, which is fine, I suppose. Wasted radioactive bees. So you could either use this, a polonium pellet, on a radioactive bee, turn them into wasted radioactive bee, or you can set a load of radiation out into the air from mechanism, and then they can die to it. And there's still a 5% chance that they will convert doing that. So you might as well do this one. Just makes more sense. That way you don't kill off like loads of bees. Anyway, what I will say is I don't like doing it anymore. The wasted radioactive combs used to give a whole bucket of nuclear waste every time you put them through the chemical oxidizer. And ever since they got nerfed, it just doesn't feel the same. They've obviously been nerfed by 10 times. So you only get 100 millibuckets, so you need 10 of the wasted radioactive combs now to get the same amount that you used to get from one. Now, as someone that really, really likes bees, you'd think that I would I'd be into making the wasted radioactive combs, but nope, I'm not going to do them this time. I didn't do them in all the mods 9 to the skies either, because they got nerfed just after I did them in all the mods 9 no frills. So because they got nerfed, I've decided not to use them anymore. So there's my reasoning. Sorry, that was a bit of a ramble on that, but needed to be said. We're not going to do the wasted radioactive combs. Anyway, we can use sulfur. Salt, apparently. You can. Oh yeah, you need that as well. Lithium. Do some combs. Antimatter. Fissile fuel. You can make the reprocessed. Oh yeah, I forgot you could do this. Hydrogen chloride and then the polonium pellet. Interesting. Okay. Fine. I'm not going to do that either. Anyway, what were we doing? We were trying to make some sulfur dioxide. So we need to make a chemical oxidizer, and we need to feed it sulfur. That's basically what I was trying to say. So chemical oxidizer, and we need to feed it sulfur. Now, this is always the bottleneck, is the amount of sulfur you can pump through the chemical oxidizers. So for now, I'm just going to put together one setup for the chemical oxidizer. I will come back and use a hyperbox to make a lot more of this. So just be aware that that's what I'll probably do later on. Flipping out, this taking a while. Why did you get stuck? Why does it keep doing this? It gets stuck right at the last second. It's so annoying. And then if you do this, it was fine. No, this time it's broken as well. Why? Why are you stuck? I've got space. Surely I've got space. Because I've got... Flipping heck, that was a big bit of lag. Yeah, look. I've got all of these, like, empty storage thingies. What's going on? Why is that happening? Is it because of this? Because of the tank? It's trying to do the tank for some reason? I don't know. It really did not like that that tank being in there, did it? Okay. I'm gonna put this tank over here then. Just for now. I wonder if it'll let us do it now if I do one of these. Gravel. Oh, because it's trying to make that. Why are you being... What? Why? That's so weird. Oh, strange. Look, it's not letting me have a look at the recipe for this. For the chemical oxidizer. So if I do this. That one it does. What about this one? Why are you not doing it on this one? That's so weird. I'm so confused. Okay, they're the same thing now. And now you're not letting me look at the recipe. Utter weirdness right there. Anyway, we're going to plonk one of these down right here. Think it's okay? Let's grab a... Oh, is it because it has power in it? I don't know. Anyway, upgrades. One upgrade, and then we need a bunch of these upgrades. Done. And now we just need to feed this some sulfur, and I'm going to use a modular router. Now, I'm going to stick it here, and I'm going to feed it to the side into this. This should not output any items, but it needs to input an item. It needs to output the dust, not dust, the gas. So the gas is going to come out this side. Perfect. Right. Let's get a puller, sender. We're going to say send to this side. We're going to say pull from over here, and we're going to say sulfur, like the way you guys write it, sulfur dust, whitelist. And then in here, we just say sulfur dust. Make sure you keep a stock of it. And there you go. That is going to make us some sulfur dioxide. And again, what we can do is we can just stick this one down here. And we could say, okay, I spelled that correctly. There we go. And then, why is this one? Okay. There you go. Perfect. This one, we can say input some sulfur dioxide. And that is inputting some sulfur dioxide. We just need a gate, which we made a bunch of earlier. Beautiful. Right, I'm going to move on. So we've done sulfur dust. Sulfur dioxide we've done as well. This one I think is the chemical infuser. So we actually need this thing next. Is that right? Sulfur trioxide? No, we are making sulfur trioxide out of oxygen and sulfur dioxide. Okay, so let's get myself a chemical infuser. One of these bad boys. Are you going to let me do the chemical infuser? You are. It's just a weird thing with the chemical oxidizer. It's strange, isn't it? So if we plonk that one there, we can get two of our quantum entangler porters. Now, I do understand that they're right next to each other right here, and I could have stuck this one right in the middle, and then we could have just fed it like that. But just to prove a point, we're going to set this one to output, and I'm going to set this to oxygen. So that's going to output the oxygen in there, and then this one is going to be sulfur dioxide, and again, we're going to output into there. That's going to make sulfur trioxide, and I'm going to get it to put that into another quantum entangler porter on top. There we go. That is now making sulfur trioxide, and now we can use that wherever we fancy. It's pretty good. The next thing on the list is the rotary condensator. Okay, let's see if this one works. Rotary condensator. I forget how many more machines we've got, but I do want to sort of loop back round in a bit. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zigzag. So I'm going to stop over here somewhere, and then what I'll do is I'll start on this side, and then on the end here should be the isotropic centrifuge, making us some fissile fuel. But anyway, that's also broken by the looks of it. Yep. Why? Why is it broken? It's very strange. If anyone knows why that's happening, please let me know, because it's very annoying. It's got to be something to do with the fact that those are tanks right there. These tanks. Very weird, isn't it? Yep, there you go, because there's a lava tank in there. I bet you that's why it was having a bit of a fit. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? There you go, rotary condensator. I might go and fix the recipes for those. I think if you've got some in your system, it will try and use those, but it doesn't actually fix the problem, so it won't. But anyway, this one, really easy. We just need a sink again. Apparently, Evilcraft's in this now. That's really good for us. Because there's an eternal water. Eternal... Is it called that? Yeah, the eternal water block. This thing is insanely good. We need this later on for our fission reactor. No joke, I actually kind of want to go and make one of these right now, but I'm not going to. We'll come back to that. You need to go find one of those, like, there's structures, or you could use the other thing from either. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll come back to that. For now, I just need a pipe. So one of these will do. Let's take that there, because we need to suck all of the water out of this. Configurator. Did I put that away for some reason? Weird. There you go. So it's going to be pumped into that. Turn it into a rotary condensator. So you need to be set on decondensating mode. And then this one doesn't matter because we're not doing that. Again, this one doesn't really matter. We just need to... Wait, gases we do need. Okay, we want to output to the side. Output over here. I'm going to put another quantum entangler porter. We actually need more then than I thought. There you go. Water vapor. So, over here, we just need to do an input. Is that working? Yeah, you've got water vapor. Perfect. Now, again, we need all of the upgrades and a gate. Done. And that is now filling up with water vapor. Perfect. I think we stop there, and then we loop back around this way. We have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll do one more over in this direction, and then we'll loop back round after. So, you can put the fissile fuel into a quantum entangler portal, by the way, so we can do this in our ship if we wanted. It kind of makes sense that we do it in the ship. I think it's kind of fun doing it this way. Anyway, so this one is water vapor done. Chemical dissolution chamber. This one makes us... Oh, yeah. Fluorite makes us hydrofluoric acid. Interesting. Right, so we need the chemical dissolution chamber. This one's not going to work either. Chemical dissolution chamber. Because it needs tanks, it's just not going to do it. Watch this. Oh, it proved me wrong. I did take all of the tanks out, to be fair, but yeah, that was odd. Anyway, this one is going to go here. This one needs fluorite. Okay. I'm going to put it here. Yeah, and then we can put the quantum entangler porter here, and basically we'll set this up. Am I missing something? Oh yeah, we need to do this as well. Okay, so this is actually, we missed a step, I think. Because we need to do these bits first. No, we've done that one. We just need to combine them together. Yeah, we did miss a step then. I thought we did. So we need to do this again. And what's it called? The chemical injection chamber. You're not broken, are you? No, you're good. This one goes here. And then we also need one on top. Let's make sure we turn all of these off. So this one is going to be for... Wait, let's start putting stuff into this. So output to the side. This one is also output to the side. And what is it? It's sulfur trioxide and water vapor. So I'm going to put water vapor on this side so it makes more sense. Water vapor set. So that's putting that in here. And then we want the sulfur trioxide, and that's making us sulfuric acid. Excellent. And then this one will be our sulfuric acid one. There you go, just like that. And that should be getting sulfuric acid if I set this to output to the top. Perfect. Now, gates and upgrades. And done. Nice. That's making us some sulfuric acid. going into here. Sulfuric acid. Nice. Okay, over here, we can now use the chemical dissolution chamber with the sulfuric acid and the fluorite. Right, I needed some more quantum entangler porters, so we just went and got those. So, modular router again. And we're going to do the same thing we just did. So, a puller upgrade and sender upgrade. It's kind of like this one over here. So, we just do this one is right. And we want to pull from here. But again, we want to set a filter. So, we're going to filter for fluorite. And then we just stick fluorite in there. We might need... how much fluorite do we have? We haven't got that much. So we might actually need like a fluorite B or something like that. There is a way of getting the fluorite B, from what I remember. Yeah, you just take a block and then you right click it on a diamond B, which is fine. I am going to make a block before I forget. Stick that in. This looks really cool, by the way. I think I prefer the all the ores version of fluorite. Don't know. I just think it looks nice. Anyway, there we go. So that is going to be pulled from over there, I think. Why is it not pulling it? Did I set this right? I didn't even put it in there. What? It's definitely in there. There you go. So that's going to put the fluorite into there. And then we need to output on this one. Oh. Turn those ones off. Perfect. We need to output to the bottom. And what is it? It's sulfuric acid set. This also needs the, you know, all of the upgrades and the gate and everything. Anyway, this one is for input, I think. Is it going to let us do? No, it's not, because we haven't set it yet. Hydrofluoric acid. How you spell it? Perfect. Click. And that is getting hydrofluoric acid. Excellent. We just need to upgrade and all of that. Nice. Hydrofluoric acid coming in. All the upgrades. Beautiful. So, next thing on the list is going to be... I'm going to put it here. If we get rid of this, we need an enrichment chamber for uranium to make yellow cake. Okay, so we can do that. Enrichment chamber. Probably could put all of the like add-ons or installers or whatever they're called on this, but meh. Stick that there for now. And then modular router. There you go, that's being fed some uranium. And then that's going to be output to... Oh yeah, we need something to output that into. We could use a quantum entangler port for that. And in fact, I am going to do that. So yellow cake uranium. There you go, yellow cake uranium is now being put into this. Yeah, you can transfer items as well. Yellow cake uran is what we're going to do right there. Right, I need all the upgrades. Next up on the list is our, well, the fan favourite, obviously, the chemical oxidizer. Chemical oxidizer, we are going to put in some of the yellow cake uranium, so we can do that. I mean, technically, we could have just put a modular router right here and got it feeding into this. But instead, we are going to do this. And we're going to say output on. Tell this. Why is it already at the hydrofluoric acid? Oh, because I stole that. That's a good point. So that's already going in. Perfect. Because this thing is set to hydrofluoric acid. Okay, whatever. It's all good. Anyway, that's going to make some uranium oxide. I put all of the upgrades in this already. Uranium oxide. Tick. And flipping egg. I do need to right click on all of these, don't I? There you go, that's getting uranium oxide, and then I think finally we need another one of those chemical injectors. Chemical injection or infuser, sorry, chemical infuser. The one that brings them both together. So that goes here. And again, might as well do this now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. So we can use this, this, and then that outputs to the top here. That's going to be the fissile fuel, I think. No, wait. The uranium hexafluoride. Uranium hex. I'm just going to call it that. And then this one is going to be hydrogen, or whatever it is, hydrofluoric acid. Hydrofluoric acid. And then this one is going to be uranium oxide. Beautiful. And now I just need to set all of the side configs for these. Done. And finally, we need the last thing in the list, which is the isotropic centrifuge. Now, don't forget that this one can also take all of the upgrades, because I've done that in the past, where I was like, why is this so slow? Oh, yes. I'd forgotten. There we go. And then this one, literally, we can put one on each side. These are both hydrofluoric acid right now, which is a bit annoying, but anyway. We can set this to, what's this? Uranium hexafluoride. Uranium hex. And then we can output to the side, goes in there. Oh yeah. 2, 3. Stick one of those on there. That's going to make us fissile fuel. Fissile fuel. Tick. And then this one we can say input. And then we also need to tell this one to output. And there we go. We're getting a quantum entangler porter full of fissile fuel. And that is fissile fuel in a nutshell. Nice. It's actually not as bad as you think when you lay it out like this. In fact, most projects are a little bit like this. They look really daunting, and you can do all of it where all of the bits are touching, right? So like we could have a chemical oxidizer over here touching the oxygen or whatever it needs, right? Like we could have the infuser over here. Get rid of all of these quantum entangler porters, just use pipes everywhere. We could do that. It's just it'll be a little messy, in my opinion, and I like breaking things down into little tiny tasks. That is very agile of me, I know. Anyone out there that is in the software development space will know what I mean by that. And those of you that aren't out in the software developer space, you probably know what I mean anyway, because I talk about it so much. But yeah, break everything down into little bite-sized pieces, and then try and figure out each individual piece as you go. And it's a lot less daunting, let's just say that. Anyway, this also means that, for example, in this case right here, it looks like, I don't know what's wrong over here. One of these is, what's this for? This is for hydrofluoric acid, apparently, is running low. And it's because we're running low on sulfuric acid. And sulfuric acid, I think, is that over here? Sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide is running low, which is from over here. So the water vapor is fine. Sulfur trioxide is low, and to make sulfur trioxide we need sulfur dioxide, which is this. And that's just too slow, apparently. So we could put some speed upgrades in this. Just like that. Maybe in there as well. There you go. That's made it a little quicker. It's not made it the most quick in the world though, because normally what we do right here is we say, okay, we need a load of sulfur, do we? Fine, I'll make loads of chemical oxidizers and we'll feed it with loads and loads of sulfur dust. We could even put some stack upgrades in this. But yeah, the backlog here would be to, or the bottleneck, sorry, the way to break the bottleneck is to add a load more chemical oxidizers. We might do that with hyperboxes, as I've alluded to. And with the hyperbox, what we can do is we can feed into the quantum entangler porter. And we don't have to change anything else here. This is all set up now. It's just the little bits we can add to by making a new quantum entangler porter and feeding sulfur dioxide into the sulfur dioxide one. If, for example, what else is there? There's water vapor, for example. If for some reason this stops working or becomes really slow, they nerf it, for example, then we could just set up like an absolute ton of these and feed it all into the water vapor quantum entangler porter. Make sense? I hope that does. Same thing for the uranium oxide and so on and so on. Each little component that we've got right here can be split. Like this one right here, I might do more when it comes to the enrichment chamber. I could actually increase this, use some installers on it. I'm actually going to do that, because why not? So installer. I'm not going to go all the way up to ultimate, because we don't need to. But we can at least do this. And I can set this to auto sort. There we go. So that's going to make absolutely loads of yellow cake uranium right there. And how is our uranium? Drastically going down. I did remember that this does proper go through your uranium as soon as you start it. So we might need, funny enough, radioactive bees, just regular radioactive bees, to get loads of uranium. I am going to call it here though, because we're not really using any of this yet. Next episode we'll probably set up a fission reactor, and the episode after that will probably be the SPS and the mech suit. Or maybe I just do the mech suit first and then we make the SPS like another day, because we don't really need it yet. The ATM star's not out. We don't have a recipe for it or anything, so... Oh, I forgot I was wearing this. For God's sake. I'm going to leave it on for the thumbnail, because it'd be funny. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.